Hi Capricorn, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. This is a weekly reading for you for the week of September 27th through October 3rd. And we are in Libra season, and we are heading into, well, we are this first day of the week, depending on when you watch this, heading into Mercury Retrograde itself. We've been in the pre-shadow, so some of the issues and stuff that's been going on will be covered, going back over and covered again in Mercury Retrograde. That's kind of what Mercury does. Mercury represents the mind, so it's a lot of very thoughtful time to consider and reconsider everything and taking our time with things before we make very important decisions. So for you right now, let's see, Capricorn, I have, yes, Libra is your 10th house of your career. So Mercury Retrograde in your career. You know, you can be really looking at, I suppose, probably the fairness, the justice, the balance, and the way that things are playing out in your career. Are things fair? How are the work relationships going in your career? You may be thinking about those things. Because we also have a square with Pluto, right? Squares tension. Pluto, power structures, power plays, power struggles, and transformation of things for the better. So that for you, Capricorn, is happening in your first house, right? So transforming you, helping you to change things up, to empower yourself, right? So that can be a bit challenging for you right now. And then the beautiful news is we have it trines Jupiter. Mercury trines Jupiter, and that for you is in your second house of finances. So woo, that could really grow and expand with Jupiter there. Okay, right now I am pulling for you 3 cards from the Spirit Messages deck by John Holland, and I will read the paragraph on the front of the cards, and then I'm going to do 9 cards from the Light Seers Tarot with an additional 3 cards bottom of the deck, internal stuff. Okay, we're going to lay those out here in a minute, but first I'm going to get one more of the Spirit Messages card, and there it is, flipped right out. All right, beautiful. Now let me shuffle the Light Seers, and while I do, if you would just settle in with me, okay, Capricorn, take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Get some oxygen in the brain, right? Makes us feel better. First 2 cards are out. Helps you to relieve your stress and bring down your cortisol. Relaxes your spine and your shoulders. Just makes you altogether feel better. All right. All right, first 3 cards out, and I'm going to cut the deck. Go. I'm going to tell you what each of these cards are, and then we're going to read, and I'm going to show you each and every one of the cards horizontally, vertically, big picture. All right? If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you will. Welcome aboard if you do. And if you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, helps other people see the video. That's excellent, and I appreciate the support for the channel. Thank you if you do. If you click the bell, you will get notified when I put up your weekly readings, and I do all 12 signs every week, okay? So you can get your sun, moon, rising, or whatever. I also have a weekly readings playlist, so you can check them there. All right, and whoops, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands, Fool. Wow. All right. Let me take a good look at this. I think you feel like you just can't go another step. You're so exhausted. Like you've had a lot on your plate, right, Kat? A lot on your plate. And you're like, F this, I want to start over. I'm ready to just get in my car and take off. Right? We all feel like that. There's something that's going to change and a new beginning that's happening. And I really do think, because, Kat, I think that Pluto this week is happening for you during Mercury retrograde in your first house, right? The house of you. So Pluto can feel like, yes, a boxer, a heavyweight boxer, walks up to you and starts boom, 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 boom in your face. And you're like, wait, where are my gloves? Right? It can feel very disempowering. But what it actually does is it gives us a strong spine and helps us to stand up and empower ourselves. It enables autonomy. And Mercury retrograde in your house of career, this could be something that you have been thinking about when it comes to whether or not you want to continue doing the work that you're doing, whether or not you're getting enough money, whether or not you're able to have enough time with your family, and wanting to start fresh and start over. So you may be thinking about making some changes, right, in your career or in your family life, just so that you can work your schedule better and not have so much stress on you. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing for these 3 oracle cards for you today, Capricorn. I'm seeing cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So I think a beautiful salt bath, right? With some Epsom salts for relaxing. Taking some real time for you. Some self-care. Getting a pedicure, even if you're a guy, right? Feels great. It really is relaxing. Something about a deep cleanse. And also, if you're into juicing, things like that, or doing smoothies, that's probably a really good idea. If you're addicted to sugar right now, you might want to do a bit of a detox and go like on a 3-day soup cleanse or something like that. That could be helpful for you. The next card I have is relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations. So relationships are mirror images of how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. I love the artwork on this picture. That's beautiful. So remember, you're cleansing and clearing. And maybe that's going to help you realize that some of the stuff that's been bothering you on the outside of your life, maybe in the eyes of others or in other situations around you, is mirroring back to you that maybe your energy is a bit clogged up and you could use a little bit of it could be a digital detox, right? If we take in a lot of energy from the public, that is something we can really cleanse from, right? And go out and speak to the trees, right? Oxygenate your cells and get some good cleansing vibes, because I think it's affecting your relationships, is what it's saying. I think your energy's a bit clogged because it kind of gets shoved down, right? A little frustration, and we get all clogged up. And we need to cleanse and clear that out. Just, drinking healthy water, getting out and getting some sun, oxygen, moving our body, and cleansing that out really helps. The next card is support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. And yet others remain beside you throughout your entire life. Support. So people are there. You have relationships that will support you and help you. And you're cleansing and clearing also, so that you can better enjoy the synergy, that your energy and the other people's energy together, creating a synergy that feels less clogged up and a little bit more open for sharing and caring. So that's very relational, and I'm seeing that in the cards as well, your 9. Now I do a 9-card spread, but on the bottom of the deck I picked the 3 on the bottom to show me what's been going on under the surface or subconsciously that might be coming to the surface for you. And I'm seeing a change. Wheel of Fortune. Because you're exhausted and you can't go another step. You're like, I can't carry this baggage anymore, right? Wait, I said, yeah, the Wheel, okay. And the Fool. Okay. Yeah. So the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Wands, and the Fool. So do you see what I mean? It's like I can't go on taking care of all of this with all this on my shoulder anymore, so I'm just going to get in the car and go to the beach. It's like the Fool, you just want to do something fun and lay down your load. And maybe it's time for you to do that, because this is saying, you know, you need a good cleansing and clearing. So it is, you know, the ocean, if you can get to the ocean, it would be really great. That would really help. I'm seeing you wanting to dive into some water, right? I know it's, you know, autumn is beginning, and for some of you it's getting cold, but I see you having a coat and boots in this picture, and then here you're wearing a sundress. So to me, I'm thinking maybe some of you are going to a warmer place and taking a break, taking maybe a mini vacation, a weekend, or even a long vacation, because you really need one. Some of you are going to go to Vegas or another place where there's gambling. Okay, interesting. All right, Capricorn, let's go through. Let's do the horizontal. We have the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords. You've been thinking about walking away from a relationship. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean the person you're married to or your lover. It could potentially mean another relationship, but it's probably someone you've cared about for a very long time. Although in this deck, this looks pretty darn romantic. So if it's somebody you've asked yourself, what am I feeling? What are all of these feelings about? Why do I feel like I'm carrying so much baggage? Why is this so hard for me? What is happening to this relationship? Like, you're asking yourself a lot of emotional questions with the Seven of Cups. And with the Ten of Swords, it's like, yeah, I'm done doing it the way we've been doing it. You know, I love this person. I have a lot of different feelings. I have also other options if I wanted to. Ten of Swords, so something's got to change. Ten of Swords. Once you get to the Ten of Swords, that's it. A decision's been made. And it's like she's moving forward now. She can move on. She can release. She can get her cleanse happening, because it can be an emotional cleansing, you know? You need a relationship that supports you, okay? And I mean emotional support, right? The giving and the receiving, the sharing and the caring in a relationship. You know, not all relationships can be 50-50. Some are 60-40, 70-30, whatever people can do in the relationship, whether it's financial support or emotional support. But where one is maybe less, the other can be, you know, be more. So it's just that. In the second line here, I have the Ten of Cups, Three of Wands, Two of Wands. So, I mean, I think this was a really happy relationship at one point, very much so. And long term, like you were in it to win it for the long haul. And then maybe somebody started looking out at the horizon and thinking, is this the one for me? Is this the one I want to be with forever? Or is there greener grass? Do I want to take a different road? Because I'm not it's like my ships aren't coming in. I'm not getting the love back that I'm giving out. And then you're starting to prospect. Is there another road for me? And with the Seven of Cups, you're looking at options. And with the Ten of Swords above that, Two of Wands, you may be willing to walk away. So at the bottom line, I'm seeing the Magician, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There is some news here, okay, to end your reading. So some news is going to be coming in. If this is about work, I think you care about the people you work with, but I don't know if you like the job. Maybe it's the boss. But maybe you just need a break. And like this, that card said about the mirror, maybe, you're not getting along at work as well, because it's like you're trying to control everything to the nth degree, when really you kind of got to let things take care of themselves. Knight of Pentacles, you work hard and you're there every day. You show up on time, you're there. But is it fulfilling work? When's the last time you felt like this? When's the last time you got excited, inspired? The Lovers, let's go down the vertical. Lovers, Ten of Cups. There is someone here that you care about. If this has anything at all to do with work, you care about the people you work with. But I actually think that this is more to do about love. So if it's love, it's like, what are you creating in this relationship, right? What are you creating? Are you creating long-term love? Because it looks to me like you had done that with this person. You saw yourself with them for a long time. 7 of Cups. And now you're having some questions about how you feel because this person's been confusing you a bit. Maybe they've been the one looking out for greener grass, or maybe they're expecting something from you can't give. Maybe you have to work too many hours and they're not getting enough attention. Maybe that's you. Either way, somebody's working very hard and trying to be responsible, but the other person is kind of waiting and wondering and questioning. So is that you, Capricorn, or is that the other person? You know, she loves me not. He loves me not. You know, moments of doubt is what I'm seeing. Moments of doubt between you. But it seems to me that you can get cleansed and cleared, get some time off, take a vacation somewhere warm maybe. I don't know, but I think there's support here for you. Whether you break up with the person and you get support from your family, or whether you work it out with this person and truly support each other by giving each other what each other needs. You know, Capricorn, what do you actually need to be happy in a relationship? It may be very different than what your person needs. That's a 10 of Swords moment. It's kind of like an aha, I get it. I've learned my lesson. Over time, we've had this argument over and over and over and over again, and this person's telling me I'm not doing this or that, or I'm telling them you're not doing this or that, or I'm not getting this or that from the relationship. And after you get to the 10, you've had the conversation so many times, you finally have the moment where you realize, you know, it's kind of an S or get off the pot moment. It's one of those moments. Look, I'm willing to look out at my life and consider a new path because I want to feel like this again. I want to have some fun. I want to feel excited. I want to feel excited about life. I want to feel confident and joyous and free to, you know, to live the way you want to live. So is this relationship a matter of just differing opinions? Was it just an argument? Or is this about temperaments meshing well? Do your personalities mesh well? I think you're both looking into the future and being very hopeful. And I think, because the second line here, 10 of Cups, looking out, hoping for ships to come in, looking out, considering other paths. You're both really hoping for this long-term love, but you're looking to the future for it. Because right now, in the right now, yeah, you're together maybe, or were just recently, but all these questions came up, and bam, 10 of Swords. Ouch. Can you work it out? Yes, Magician. You can work it out. You can manifest this. Work at it every day. Get excited about each other again. Talk to each other. Take a trip together. Right? Something like that. But I hope you will support each other in one way or another, whether you stay together or you're apart, because we should all support each other in walking our path in this world. Because that's what humanity needs to remember. That love, above all, is humane when we give it to another, isn't it? So, I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude every single day. Thank you so much, Capricorn, and I'll see you next week.